Greetings, YouTube. Matt from the Grain Arcade. We're back here in Gage, Kentucky, continuing on with the sorghum harvest. Old man's running the big 9RX. We're gonna offload into him here. Good morning, Flying Mike. How's it going? Yep. Gage, Kentucky is where this is at. It's located south of Kentucky. That's how you say it. You gotta say Louisville like you got a mouthful of milk duds. Kentucky. It's actually more kind of southwest of Paducah, Kentucky. I'm guessing you don't use the enhanced vehicle mod.
No, I don't like it.
Mm.
I like the old one.
Yeah, that one was nice. This one I programmed in my controller, so it's a whole lot easier to use now. Yeah, Sean, you're up there in it too. Sean's talking about that blizzard that's coming in.
Yeah. I just heard that New York is asking people if they want to shovel. New York City, that is.
Saw the last snowstorm they had in New York City. They had like garbage all piled up, and they hadn't had garbage pickup in a lot of places. It's not on Giant's website. It's not on Giant's website. This map is exclusively on that link that I posted in chat there. Gagefield.com/FS25 if you want to go directly to it. Otherwise, you can navigate through the site itself. But yeah, this is not on Giant's website. It's not in the in-game mod hub. You have to go to Gagefield.com to get it. Sounds like Iran has been given their final ultimatum.
I was thinking about saying something, but it's over some of the like drones that Iran is moving.
Is that you?
Yeah, getting ready to run into some trees.
Oh. Yeah, those trees ain't gonna last much longer.
I didn't think so.
This is phase one right now. All
This
this.
is phase one. I was surprised they're still there.
Yeah, it takes so long to do all that I had to break this up into phases. So this is really, when you look at, if you go to the map and look at this field, it's really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields that have already been combined. The one up north of it is 3 fields. The one down south of it, I think the one down south of it is 1 field, but I did straighten it up a little bit, clean it up around the edges. And then the ones down south of there are like 2 fields each, I think, except for the bottom point. Are they still tied for the gold? Sounds like USA and who was it, Canada?
Yep.
Tied for the gold.
My question is, how many fights were there?
I don't think they do that. Do they do that in Olympic hockey?
I don't know, but the last time that I remembered that U.S. and hockey played against each other, there was like 3 fights in the first 90 seconds of the game.
Oh. Canada's red, right? Yeah.
See what I mean? There's been quite a few of them today, huh?
You know, ever since when I was a kid, I watched, you know, the whole Mighty Ducks movies and stuff. Then I watched Airborne and all that. I always wanted to play ice hockey. We didn't have any ice hockey to play. I mean, there's none down here in the Deep South. There might be now, but we didn't have any back then. Down here, you played football or you played baseball. There wasn't any soccer. There wasn't any ice hockey. We had basketball. It wasn't as big as football and baseball, though.
We just won. I like to hear that one. Did you see chat? Jeff just said we just won.
We just won? Yeah, I see them cheering there. So we just won the whole thing then.
Yeah, so we won gold.
Cool. I guess since they were in overtime, all they needed was 1 point.
That's all they needed.
America.
Woohoo!
What was that movie about the USA Olympic hockey team? You remember that movie?
I remember it, but it was
Was it Miracle?
It was Miracle. Yes, it was Miracle. Matt, it was. But what year was it? It was.
I think it's based on a team from the 80s, wouldn't it? They didn't have helmets and stuff then. No, not Mighty Ducks. Although the D2 Mighty Ducks, the sequel, they were the Olympic team there. I did not turn my thing back on. Now there was another one about. It was another. I think it was a Disney movie, if I remember right. But it was. They were. It was adult. They were adults.
It was the 1980s Olympic team.
19 what?
80.
1980.
That's when the movie came out.
Okay. I was gonna say because they didn't have helmets back then. I don't think. Maybe they did, and I just don't remember it. But, or maybe they took their helmets off like they just did when they, you know, scored or won or something. It was just on TV last night? Yeah. I figured they'd probably be strategic and put that on. Dun, 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 dun. Is that our song? Is that our Olympic song? Or is that just like the general Olympic song?
That's the Olympic song.
Da 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 da. Guess I need to sing an American song. All brought to you courtesy of the red, white, and blue. I think the goalie's more excited than anybody. Oh, I'm full.
Well, they already know the guy's name and how he got in there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Apparently, he piggybacked right through the driveway.
Huh.
Gate open, and he went right went in there with him.
Wonder what his motive was.
That's a good question.
Oh, golden toilet. I read that as golden ticket, and I'm sitting here thinking like, probably wanted that golden ticket, and I'm thinking Willy Wonka. I even heard the song in my head. I've got a golden ticket. Is he still cutting or?
He's not cutting anything. He's just driving.
He's done now. Gotta find my command. GP Playhouse, thank you for that raid. And good morning, how's it going? I got a pocket full of sunshine. No. No, there's nothing wrong with that. There's no wrong way to play Farming Simulator. That's the beauty of Farming Simulator. You can literally play it any way you want to. You want to play realistically, if you want to, not play so much realistically, There's no wrong way to play Farm Sim. And just for YouTube's audience that's watching this on YouTube, "Pocket Full of Sunshine," I started singing that because one of the users that I'm assuming is from that raid, the username was literally "Pocket Full of Sunshine," so I had to sing the song. Going good, going good, yep. Yep, he is from that raid. It says raid with his things there, yep. Had to scroll up to see that. We've been busy. We're playing Gage, Kentucky. It's a big map. It's a 4X map. It's a very, very realistic, detailed map. We've made a few changes. We've plowed some fields together. We've done some expansion on some areas. Probably going to do more. It's a great map, though. You're on Judith Farms, Judith Plains. We played that one. That's still probably, as far as contenders go, probably still my favorite map so far. I'm kind of bummed out that DJ disappeared, and there was supposed to be an update because we know the ethanol plant was messed up. We can only really use it as a sell point. There was supposed to be an update for that map, and DJ was working on a new map. But as of June 18th of 25, that's the last time he posted anything, so... There is a multi-fruit map that added a lot of stuff. I might go and revisit Judith. That's the link to the map right there. Just posted it again. Gage, Kentucky. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining, shine on. Stars and sun, you know all the words. Blue moon of Kentucky. Was that posted by DJ himself, or... Because I haven't checked his thing in a while. I think I checked it last month and there wasn't anything there. Or did somebody use it and do something different with it? No? And say a lot of people take the maps and they don't really, it's courtesy to get permission from the map author or mod author. I'm full. See if you can reach me over this. You little. Yeah, I'll just come over a little bit. How much more we got on this? There's a little bit more back that way. Or somebody just added all the extra stuff to it? Okay. It was a great map. I mean, you had a lot of custom productions. You had beer, you had wine, you had whiskey, pizza, pasta, corn flour. Gosh, I can't even remember them all. There was like 8 or 9 of them on there. I like the fact, I mean, I give a star or a check where certain things apply to a map. If it's based on a real location, it gets a star. If it's got custom productions or anything else custom in it, it gets a star. If it's got realistic real world things in it, like Tractor Supply, McDonald's, Subway, it gets a star. It's a 4X map? Sure, we'll give it a star. And I do like the fact that he added the prefab train. I guess it's not prefab really so much anymore, but he added the more realistic American style train. I think Stevie's adding that to his new map too. It's not the BNSF one, but it's a more of that style. I was looking on YouTube over on my channel over there, youtube.com/thegrainarcade, and I was looking at my most watched video. Turns out it was a county line video from way back in the day. Got over 8,000 views. I was like, wow, that's crazy. I'm wondering if, and I was looking kind of at the analytics, I think most of the views were back then. So I don't know if somebody big shared it or what happened there, but it's got a lot of views on it. Well, the Canadians are getting their silver medal. And some kind of handkerchief or something. What is that? Just watched history on TV this morning. What kind of history? Oh. Has it been 40? Yeah, I guess that would be 46 years. If that was back in what, 1980? Was that the last time we won gold in hockey? We didn't win it any time between then? And there's the gold medals being handed out. I wonder, do any of these guys, are they like NHL guys? Do they play on other teams or anything?
Yeah, they do.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's one missing a tooth. Can you go first person real quick while I'm in the combine? Like that? Frankenmuth would be a good one. There's another map by that same map author. What was it called? Prairie Farms? Remember the one where we did the 100,000 bale challenge?
Yeah, that was Prairie Farms.
Yeah, that's in the mod hub. There's a lot of maps in the in-game mod hub that you can, if you're new to it. A lot of the standard maps, if you want to start there, good place to start. remember Frankenmuth 4X was fun back in the day. There was another map that I kind of had wished had come back, and it was actually from Farming Simulator 15, and it was called Hard Working. It was kind of like Deadwood a little bit. It wasn't a 4X map, but it was a map that didn't have any pre-made fields. It had areas that you could turn into fields that were flat enough, but you had to cut the trees first and then plow it up. And that was kind of like a first time thing. It was really cool. Yeah, a lot of the in-game standard maps, you know, yeah, are pretty good. You got Riverbend Springs. You got the Huntan Pantai. You got Zeelanka. Zeelanka's kind of a European, Eastern European, kind of larger, open, more kind of open field type map. Silver Run was a good one. That's in the mod hub. That one's by Giants, but that's more of a forestry map if you're into the forestry stuff. Alright, let's just shut this off here for a minute and let's see what's going on the map. I'm looking at growth. So it's August right now. The only thing that's going to be, well, even that won't be ready until the next month. How long do we have to go on carrots and red beets up there? Carrots we can harvest all the way to November, so I'm not worried about the carrots if I want to go back up there. Red beets, they're the same way. So you got kind of a broad window with carrots and red beets. You can start harvesting them in August, and you can go all the way through November here. So there's nothing else out there that will be ready in September. You want to just go ahead and go to October?
Where do you want to take the sorghum?
The silo right there across from the flour mill. Follow me. Woohoo, over here. Woohoo. Bye. Or I guess you could make a right there on the road. Yeah, just make a right here on the road. It'll be easier to get in there that way. Follow me this way. From that day on, if I was going somewhere, I was running. Turn here. I'll be the officer, guiding traffic. Where'd you go? Or did you go around?
I gotta get out of the field first.
Are you trying to get out?
Oh, I'm spinning.
Do I need to come put you?
I don't know yet. That's a knack. Be able to do it.
You got it?
No.
Hang on, I'll give you a push. I ate my Wheaties this morning. Oop, too much.
You jackknifed me.
I had the Wheaties protein Wheaties this morning. You know, they got the protein Cheerios and all kinds of cereals now. I had the protein Wheaties this morning.
Right there in those silos?
Yep, this silo right here.
Okay.
Doing all the flour mill stuff in this silo. So we've got wheat, sorghum, rice, oat, barley. We'll do long grain rice next time around. These are still my favorite silos. Can I go up there? Ooh, I can go up there. I'm the king of the world! I'm gonna bounce off your, boing. Oh, I fell through it. Oh, I must have had some speed behind that. Yeah, I don't know how many acres this map is. It's a big map. It's a 4x map, so... And we're making the fields bigger. Oh, the coaches and the staff don't get medals either? Really? I bet they get a ring or something, surely. That's interesting. Oh, I gone to a commercial break. Alright, so... Nothing else is really ready until... the thing. We're not drying anything right now, so I think we're good there. Check all of our productions here. The refineries are fine. We are not drying anything. I've got oat. I've got some oat up there in one of them dryers, and then again there is a little bit of. I think there's about 60,000 liters of canola up there. We can move that later. And there's nothing in that one. We're making bread, selling that. Do we have enough rice flour in there yet to activate that? I don't think we have enough in there yet. We'll hold off on that before we start that up. Grain mill, everything's still kind of running over here. Oop, there's a save. I'm gonna say a lot of our flour now is going to that green bite place now. I guess we're gonna have to build a greenhouse to do some garlic and stuff. Some of that stuff requires a lot of that. Mushrooms, fried mushrooms. And once we do the long grain rice, we'll be able to turn that on too. Alright, and then that's, what is that? Is that? Yeah, that's the green bites place. So we've got flour and green beans in there. What is this? Where's that at? Do we have a greenhouse? Is that part of that pack? Tag place. Or well, let's visit it. Oh. You know what? When we bought this field, we acquired this greenhouse. So we do have a greenhouse. Probably not going to put anything in it this far up here, though. Probably not. A couple of sheds up here. We can park some stuff up here if we wanted to. Another Japanese style house to sleep at. This is just like our house down there. Pretty much the exact same house, just in blue. And then we have a little shed back here. This is not a big shed. Just a little drive-through shed. Alright. Back to this, checking this. I guess I can go ahead and maybe activate these things. We want to change all of this to selling. Change output mode. Turn them all to selling right now, and then we'll activate the ones that we have. So we have carrots. Turn that on. We don't have parsnips. We have potatoes. Turn that on. We have red beets. Turn that on. And then we can't make the triple without the parsnips. So we got to plant parsnips next time around. Okay. So all of this stuff is taken care of. I think we've got the green light to sleep. Check to see, make sure there's nothing on sale. This 9R, that's the Hispano 9R, and there has not been an update to this tractor yet. So you have the T9 tracked version from Hispano and the 9R John Deere from Hispano. The problem with these tractors is the tracks, when you buy these, every time you save the game and come back in, the tracks turn white. When the updates come out for these tractors, I'll gladly use them. We do have another version of the 9R T. We do have the other US version of it, so we'll use that when we want to get into this type of tractor. But for the time being, it's a no from me. All right, let's sleep. Still got a lot of silage to sell, but the price did not go up like I thought it would. I don't know what caused it to spike the last time. But it did not go up. Go in here and check it again. The bobsled teams. Does Jamaica still have a bobsled team? Jamaica, we have a bobsled team. Nope. It's still 219. It was 228 last year. And the peak is gone from up there too. So I'm going to go ahead and set a new rule. Anything over 220 will sell. Alright. Check sales. Got a truck on sale. Don't really need a truck, so check our factories real quick. Still making bread. Still making flour. Are we making anything here yet? Guess we could turn on the fried green beans. What do they need? Oh, they need sunflower oil. We don't have any of that yet. We have green beans, we have flour, and we have sunflower oil. We don't have the oil yet. We have sunflowers, but we haven't built the oil mill yet. When we do that, then we can start making these. So, and then I'll probably put in one of Stevie's silos to store the other stuff that does not have a silo. So, all right, so let's go to September. Wake me up when September ends. Can anyone explain why the Kansas 16X map is in the South American section of the mod hub? Is it? Oh, I did not know that. I guarantee you that map was made by somebody from South America. That's probably why it's in that section. I don't know why you would think it would be, but I guess maybe not everybody knows their geography at Giants. I do know that I think the Arkansas map, it was the same way. The Arkansas map, I think it's made by somebody in South America. I don't know what section it's in, but it was made by somebody from South America. So, check our sales. Yeah. Check our productions again. We're making soup. Selling it. Still making flour, still making bread. Can we turn on the rice? Yeah, I think we can turn on the rice one now. So we're making rice bread. I've never had rice bread. All right, let's see. It's September now. Nothing really going on out there, right? I don't think anything is really ready until October. That says the grass is ready down there, but it's not. Still in its first stage. So let's go to October, I guess. Yeah, we had the same shader problems with the Arkansas map that the Kansas map had. The exact same. It was a border shader issue. And it kept projecting a huge triangular shadow over majority of the fields, especially like the homestead there, because it was on the east side of the map, on the Kansas map. Now the Arkansas map, it had a projected shadow that came from the west side of the map, and it was more of like a kind of like a square or crooked. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it was a triangle. It was just big enough that it looked like a square, but we had the same shader problem with that one. All right, so sales, nothing we really need. Let's go again. Play the Arkansas 4X. Yeah, that's the one that we tried out. Would have been a great map. Both of those maps, the Kansas map and the Arkansas map, would have been great maps, but they just had that problem. Ooh, there's a Chevy truck on sale. Like a rock. May try that at some point in the future. Alright, still making bread. Still doing the flour. And still making soup. So we are making money with all that stuff selling. So this should be October 1st. We'll go immediately to the growth map and watch our fields turn over. There they go. You can see them turning over. The line goes across the map. So that's how the growth state changes on a 4X map. You can literally, it's big enough, you can sit there and watch it change as it loads up. All right, I think we're there. So we got a ton of stuff to harvest. We can get started wherever you want to get started, old man. I'm gonna go get our cotton picker going. If I can find it. There it is. Fuel it up, prepare it. Fully fueled. Let's go pick some cotton. Oh, Kansas won't even load for you. We got it to load. It took a minute, but it's still got that same kind of shader issue. Is that the USA? That's the USA bobsledding now. Alright, let's see what we want to do here. Gotta do 2 in-rows, and I'll need to go and pick up the bales that are on the in-rows. Otherwise, when he starts going north and south, he'll kind of hang up on the bales. So, Let's see. Do 0. Yep, yep. Let's start there. Yep. You can go left. You can go right. Go left. Alright, we're picking cotton. We honestly really need a second cotton picker, but can't really afford one right now. Unless one's on sale. And there's not one, so. Alright, so we got him rolling. Where do you want to start, old man?
I am going down to the soybean field, the big one.
Soybean field? I'll meet you over there. What is that? That's that red beet truck. Okay. And that is green beans. That is rice.
There's the blue one and the white one is open for trucks.
Okay. I've got this green one that's got some rice in it up here. I'm gonna take it down here and dump it, and I'll bring it over there. You know, regular rice must be heavy too. Because I am on a road and it's struggling just to take off. And it ain't even full. I don't know why it's so windy here. It's always windy here anymore. All the time it's windy. Every day. I guess I need to put up like a windmill or something. You know what, I'm just gonna dump this here. I think there's already a bunch of rice here, so put it in this one. See. Oh yeah, 410,000 liters here. Right, headed there. Breaker 19, breaker 19. This is Big Green. I'm westbound and down. Yeah, we got soybeans up here too. I say, I know what we're doing next weekend.
Uh-oh.
We're still going to be harvesting all these beans. We're going to be harvesting beans, we're going to be harvesting corn, we're going to be harvesting sunflower. We're going to try to finish up the red beet and carrots. There's a lot to harvest. We got grass we can mow again. What else is ready? Soybeans, corn, grass, and cotton, and sunflower. Yeah, it looks like they planted something up north there. In one of the fields that we don't own. What is that? Barley. Cool. We'll have some extra barley. Just gotta buy the field. Morning, Big Al. How's it going? So for the time being, we'll just store these soybeans up here at this silo up here, up north here. And then I'm going to build a dryer up here at some point. And we'll be drying beans up here, over on the northeast farm, and down there at Grandpa's farm. Let me go find another truck. There's the red one. Take it over there. How much does that invisible grain weigh? Yeah, it's light as a feather. There goes the USA bobsled team again. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Get on up. It's bobsled time. Cool runnings. Ooh, boy, they bumped into the wall there. That was not supposed to happen. Ooh. Let's see, we got green beans in that one. There's the white one. I'll bring the white one over there. Wonder if I got enough room to build another bale shed over there. Because if we do cotton up here, we can put it right there, and then it's just like a straight shot down to the farmer's market from there. There's the Switzerland bobsled team. Ooh boy, they're all over the place too. Kinda looks like me driving down the road in farm sim. This kind of makes me want to go watch the movie Cool Runnings. Whoa. Yeah, Germany crashed into the wall too. They hit it harder than we did. Where are these bean fields at? Where's this at? Oh, you're going to that bean field.
Yeah, it's the big one.
Oh, I thought you meant the big one.
That's the one I'm in.
No, that ain't the big one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
There's the big one. And then there's that one. It's big, but it's not the big one. That one, and that one, and then that one. That's the big one right there. Alright, well, I'm going to hop out and take another quick break. And I'll bring the case harvester over too. I think we can run, with this field, we can just run the grain carts up to the farm there. And just dump straight into the silo, so. I'll tell you what, put the beans in the dryer. Yeah, just dump them straight in the dryer here, okay?
Okay.
Then we can get them running. Alright, I shall return. And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Here, let's tab around here. I'll need to bring that over. Actually, you know what? Where is the cotton guy at? How far has he got? It's so small, it's hard to tell. There he is. The strips are so small, it's very hard to tell. So I'll wait till he makes like a complete round, and then I'll go pick up some bales. He's doing 2. Bale these oat fields too. Get us some straw bales. I'm thinking probably next weekend we'll sell some silage, and then we'll build our cow barn and get some cows. Continue on with the harvest. 'Cause it's harvest time. Yeah, Jacob. I've just got one thing to say. USA, USA, USA. Kind of reminds me of remember when Kevin Hart. I don't even remember which race it was. But Kevin Hart was on the microphone and he's like, "I just got one thing to say." Or no, wait, he didn't say that. What did he say? He said something similar to that. He's like, "Gentlemen, start your engines." Not Kevin Hart. Kevin James. Was it Kevin James? Is it Kevin James? Kevin Hart. The guy from King of the Queens. Kevin James, right? I think it's Kevin James. Not Kevin Hart, yeah. Kevin Hart, that's the guy from, what all has he played in? He's been in a lot of stuff. Wasn't he in Jumanji?
He was in Jumanji 1, 2. He was in Hobbs and Shaw. Central Intelligence.
Central Intelligence, that's the one I was thinking of, with The Rock.
Yeah, with The Rock. He's been in a couple movies with The Rock.
You know, I have not seen any of the Jumanji films, those. Only Jumanji film I have seen was the one with Robin Williams.
The original.
The original, yeah. He was in the Borderlands movie? What's the Borderlands movie? I haven't seen a lot of these new movies. Let's see, do we want to do this east and west? Or north and south? I think I've ever done this from the east and west, but last time we did it north and south, but east and west could work. Based on the Borderlands game franchise. Alright, we're harvesting beans. You got that field, I got this field. Yeah, we got that sorghum field harvested over there. We'll probably cut them trees and merge a lot of this together. Still got that pea combine there. The peas still good? I didn't even think about the peas. Nope. That last little strip withered of the peas. That'll be alright though. Totally forgot about these peas up here. Got a full combine though. Let's see. I need just get out and tab back through the order here. I'm gonna head down this way. You can hire out that combine now if you want to.
Okay. Thank you. Matt, you said you gave me permission to hire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not showing up.
Hang on just a second. Stop, Mr. Combine. Let's see. Old man. Yeah, you're already there. I can dismiss you as a farm manager, but you've been promoted. Me to try to fire you and rehire you?
Yeah, we went through this once before in what 22, I think, where you
Promote?
gave me permission and then it wouldn't let me do it anyway.
Yeah, alright, you gotta see this. Promote to farm manager. Alright, try it again. What do you call it? 7 with the flu? 6, 7.
No, it's not letting me do it.
Not letting you do it? Well, hop out of it and I'll come down there and hire it, I guess. I don't know what that problem is. Yeah, we had that problem before.
I just can't remember if it was in 22 or in the beginning of 25, but I think it was in 22.
Guess we still got that same issue then.
Because I think it was with Phil too.
Wonder if that's a known issue or... It's still on steer assist in my menu. You want to do 2 inrows?
Yeah.
We'll do 9-0 to go straight east and west after that. Alright.
Hey, you know what, Matt? Hold on. Stay right there for a second. Hold on. Go ahead and fire him for a second.
It worked?
Yeah, I guess it did.
Yeah, well there you go. What'd you do?
Went to that menu that I forgot to go to. I didn't see the symbol.
To hire him out to switch it from the steering assist to the AI?
Yeah. Yep. I think that's the first time you fired me.
Yeah. Kind of one of those situations like on King of the Hill when Strickland Propane had one too many employees when he hired the drug addict guy. So they had one too many employees, and Hank Hill said he thought about it for a second. He's like, you know what? I can't take it anymore. And he said, I quit. So he quit, and then Buck realized why he quit, and he's like, hey, we don't have enough employees for this, rule or law or whatever it was that they had to keep this guy that was on drug rehab or something like that. So then Buck fired that guy, and then he rehired Hank like right on the spot. They did the same thing with RoboCop too. The bad guy in the first RoboCop movie. Not a spoiler. It's a 40-year-old movie almost.
I was gonna say it's an old movie.
It's been out for a while. If you haven't seen it by now, I don't know what to say. But anyway, he fired the bad guy, like the head bad guy, and RoboCop had a parameter programmed into him where he couldn't harm another employee of the police force, or the what was the company called in RoboCop? Was it OCP?
I
think it was OCP. Anyway, it was programmed into him where he couldn't harm the guy, and the guy was like, he had taken the good main guy hostage or something, and the good main guy said, "You're fired," and RoboCop said, "Thank you," and he drew his gun and pew pew. My friends call me Murphy. You call me RoboCop.
So speaking of older movies, you've seen The Running Man, right?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen the remake?
Nope.
Not so good. At least I don't think it's that good.
Nope, I have not seen the remake. I haven't seen the remake of what was that one movie? Oh gosh. Total Recall.
Not that good.
Yep, I haven't seen it. Haven't seen the new Blade Runner either. Was it
I
Blade
haven't
Runner?
seen that one. No, I haven't seen that one either.
Is that the one that had Harrison Ford in it back in the day?
Believe so.
Blade Runner? Yeah, OCP was the name. You have RoboCop music in your head for the rest of the day? Do 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 do. I remember watching that movie RoboCop, as a kid. That movie, I really don't think it probably should have been for us kids. Even though, us kids is who they marketed that film for. Seems like a lot of 80s movies were done that way. But the scene where the guy crashes into the toxic waste tank and he comes out of there all like melted and mutated, that was pretty scary. Just saying. Yeah, and there's other parts of that movie that were pretty brutal.
You mean like how Murphy became RoboCop?
A little bit of that process. There was some other stuff in there.
No, I'm talking about how he became he gotten shot up.
Yeah. That was a little bit. There was a little bit of the process that was graphic of him becoming RoboCop 2. I was referring more to. Oh, I don't even know if I can talk about it here. It's what is that movie rated, by the way? Is that everything rated back then? If you translated it today, it would receive a much stricter rating, I think. So you had some stuff that was like PG that
Right.
probably should have been PG-13 or R at least.
RoboCop was rated R.
RoboCop was rated R. Okay.
Yeah. Which means back then you had to be 18, and they usually checked. Now
Yeah.
you can walk right into one.
Well, to be fair, I saw the version that was on television. So it was probably edited for television a little bit. But then I went back later on and watched the actual movie, like on a VHS or something. Yeah. Even some of the stuff, even some of those movies that they put on television back then, like the whole toxic waste, guy melted half skin type thing, it was pretty graphic. So you put Kevin James Discord in there in Discord. He put that in Discord if y'all want to watch him saying, "Gentlemen, start your engines." Okay, so to be fair, another movie, Total Recall, the original one, with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Saw the TV version of that movie. Okay, that one was good. Bought the DVD, watched the DVD. Oh my goodness, they were not the same. Stumble. That looks like I'll have to check that show out. Oh, are you full? He is full. The RoboCop, The Running Man, the original one. The only thing that really didn't change that much was the Terminator movies. Most of that was okay, and you wouldn't think that would be okay, but most of that was okay. Oh, PG. I didn't know that either. PG-13 didn't exist until like 1985. So
Well,
it was either PG or straight to R.
RoboCop came out in 1987.
87.
Yeah. So it could have got to 13, but with all the shooting, I'm sure that's why they put it in R.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Big Al knows his RoboCop. He's doing movie quotes from it over there. I always wanted the battleship game from RoboCop. Remember the commercial on that they had on the TV? It wasn't technically Battleship. It was a game that was like Battleship. It was like Nuclear Command or something like that. But literally, you had like a little small nuclear explosion happen on the board game. It was kind of in the same, you know, parameter, I guess, as Battleship. Alright, let me go up north. See if I need to scoot any of these bales out of the way. Don't know if we have any yet. Lot of cotton though. Yep, there's a bale. One up north here. That one should be okay. As long as it's not on the inrows. Because he's going to be going north and south. Looks like he's making his second round there. Got around the power pole okay though. I feel like I'm flying a drone. There's one. Actually, I think I got lucky. These are kind of out of the way. If he goes north and south, he won't hit those. Yeah, those should be okay where they're at. I'll have to come back and check on them again here shortly, but... Alright. Cut out a little link to that field. Won't even need it soon because I'm probably going to merge these fields together. pipe in. Put your pipe in. Yay. That's a field? Which one? The cotton one? Yeah, that cotton one's a long one. That's the one you're talking about. Yeah, that cotton field, I think that's gonna be the longest field on the map, probably. Won't say it'll be the biggest, but it's probably gonna be the longest, I think. We're gonna work on these over here. I'm gonna work on this area, and then I'm gonna work on this area. And then I'm going to work on this area over here. For right now, that is technically the longest field. Depends on what we do with like phase 4 over in this area. So we'll see what happens. I should probably go ahead and go dump this. Wrong drive. Morning, Grandpa. Have you dumped any soybeans anywhere yet?
Just in that truck. I'll get them over there to where you're at here shortly.
Okay. I'm putting my first partial load in. Not a full load. I'll go ahead and turn them on and get them drying. Probably need to add a little propane in there too. That's a neat display. I mean, this one that has all the crop stuff on it. I've got one for, I think, all of our silos now. This is a bigger one here. This one will have more on it. I think I'm just going to replace it, but this one, probably going to swap it out for that other one. Just saves a little more space. I guess if you had a ton of different like multi-crops, you could use it. Might use this one if we go to another map or something where we have multiple, more crops in a silo that we can store more of those crops in. Then we might use that panel again, but that's the bigger panel. I've just been setting up these right here. This has got all the room really we need for everything we can put in these. All right, let me get this running. So we want to start soybeans up. All right, they're running. Got steam coming out the top now. Yeah. See, I emptied him there. There he is. Trying to think of where would he be at now. Oh, they're getting ready to. So I guess today's the last day then of the Winter Olympics. Then they're getting ready to have closing ceremonies. There's a screenshot right there. Lighting is just right. Hard to believe this is where that tiny sunflower field used to be. Right out here. You can see where the tree line was right here. All the way up to here. This was all trees. And that tiny sunflower field was right in here. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for today. We got plenty of beans to harvest. Don't worry, we'll have a lot more to harvest next weekend. We got beans to harvest, we got corn to harvest, we've got sunflowers to harvest, we've got the cotton to still harvest. I think I'm just gonna let that cotton guy run and keep an eye on him. But we're working on these two bean fields. We'll work on this bean field next weekend, and then we'll work on this bean field next weekend. I'm gonna try to finish up the red beets and the carrots up there, and then the sunflower field up there. That's a pretty decent sized field in itself. Yep. All right, I think that will do it. And then we got all the corn down here. I forgot about the corn. Can't forget about the corn. Got to get the corn. All right, so you guys have a good rest of your weekend. Have a good week. Make sure you subscribe over on YouTube if you haven't already. Getting close to 900 over there. So make sure you subscribe. YouTube.com/thegreenarcade. Is there anything else?
Everybody on the Eastern Shore stay safe.
Oh yeah. Everybody up there in the path of the blizzard. No Sean's in the path of that blizzard. Everybody over there in the East Shore, make sure you stay safe. It's gonna be sounds like it's gonna be a pretty bad blizzard. So spring is coming though. It's maybe just a few weeks away now. So it's on its way. Watch the news. Yeah, make sure you watch the news. Keep up on world events. Trying to think, is there anything else? Only thing I can think of at this moment is this. Always remember, you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. Old man, thanks for joining.
No problem.
We'll see y'all later. Have a good one.